Hi everybody, my name is Larry Carpenter. I promised a number of weeks ago I would post a video on how I build a low and slow fire on my Kamado. I have one of these red acorns from Menards, as you can see, but it's the same as the black one. You can see how I do this is that I intermix the wood chunks with the lump charcoal, sort of like alternating layers all the way down to the bottom, and I sort of try to get a pyramid shape, and I try not to go above the level of these little lips here where I'm going to put my grate and my diffuser plate or pizza pan for my low and slow. I'm making 3 pork butts here tonight, so let me get this started and I'll let you see it when it's going. So you can see here I got the fire started with a little fire starter piece from it's a Rutland brand fire starter. It's just mainly paraffin wax and cardboard. I get that started at the very top, and then I put a couple coals on top to get them started. Okay, so you can see here I added my little Rutland fire starters going, and put a couple coals on top, and it's starting to catch pretty good now. And I have the bottom vent open all the way to get the air in to get it started. Now after a few minutes I'm going to close my lid and crack the vents and let it start to get warmed up to about 210. So I'll get that started now. Okay, so now I got the fire heating up. I use, like I said before, I use these Rutland brand fire starters. They're like $1 for a box of 24 at Menards, and I only need one of these to get the fire started. I also in my grill I got my little ready check probe thing. I can't get a good visual on it. I get too much glare, but it says about 126 right now. If I open this up, you step out of the way, you can see I got my pizza pan and the lower rack I put in there. It's already starting to smoke pretty good. Get my rack on, so I'm ready to go. I got my probe on for the air temp, and just waiting for it to get to about 210, maybe 200 before I put it on. Okay, it's been I don't know, a few minutes, 5 minutes. The temperature is already up to 162. Still climbing a few degrees a minute, so it'll come up nicely. Got the vent at about, well, you can see there maybe about a little over a 1 on top, and about just a little hair about 1 on the bottom. And while it's waiting here, I got my meat ready to go. 3 pork butts, about 8 pounds a piece, for a barbecue tomorrow for Armed Forces Day. So get it all spiced up, and I'll get those on probably in about another 20 minutes. Okay, well, I'm killing some time here because the temperature is only up to about 176 right now. It's only been a couple more minutes since the last time. Just want to let you know I've been doing this stuff for a good 20 years now. You can see in the corner back there, there's an old Brinkman smoker from like the early 90s, and of course my Weber grill. These have not been used since I bought the Kamado cooker. So I actually might be getting rid of these, because this thing over here, I call him R2D2. He's my favorite one. I've been using him since March for everything, and it can do everything. So I am really pleased with this $250 purchase from Menards back in March. Okay, here I am again. I got all 3 more pork butts on there. I'm using the upper tray that came with the acorn to give me the extra room. I thought I was going to be able to get it on all 3 on the first level, but that's a really tight fit, and I didn't want to push it. So this actually looks like a better arrangement, and I'm going to close the lid and let it cook. I lost a lot of the heat from opening the lid, so now I need to close it and get it back up to about 210. Alright, I'm back. It's been about an hour. I'm not going to open the lid just yet because I don't want to let out the heat. I just got it working right. I got it going down to about 208, 210 right now. Food's up to about 91 degrees. So I'm going to let this cook probably overnight. It's about 7 o'clock my evening time on a Friday. I'm going to let it cook overnight until the morning and pull it off hopefully in about 12, 14 hours. Alright, it's almost 8 o'clock on time. It's been on for a couple hours, 3 hours now. The temperature's up to about 217, food about 113, and the vents are about the about the 1, and the down here at the just about 1 again. I'm going to close them a little bit because 217 is a little high for my target temp for tonight. So I'm going to close it just a tad. Just a tad. I don't know why it's not focusing here. There it goes, focusing. Just a tad there, and a tad down below. Right about there. See how that goes. Check back later. Hey everybody, it's almost 8 o'clock the next morning. I only had to get up once, or I think twice in the middle of the night to adjust some vents. My food was right about, oh geez, hold on here. 257 is the grill, 194 is the food. It creeped up overnight from about 210 to 220 to about 250, 260, and I was too lazy to get up and adjust it, but that's okay. It's still a good temperature. Let's take a look and see what we have in here. There we go. Let me try to, it's kind of hard to see with the contrast of the black on the black, but this definitely looks really good. I'm going to pull the top one off, and maybe the bottom one too, once I check their temperatures too. The probe is only in the top one right now. So let's take a look. Okay, it's mid-morning on Saturday. I pulled the food off this morning at around 7 o'clock. It was on for about 13 and a half hours overnight, between 200 and about 230 degrees. It varied throughout the night. I had to get up twice to adjust the vent, which wasn't bad compared to my old smoker. This is one of the 3 butts I made, and you can kind of see the lower temperature of 200 to 220, from my experience, has been a lot better for the tenderness. I used to cook these things, at a higher temperature, 250, 275, and although really tender and really good, cooking it even longer and slower is even better. It's not a huge difference, but it does make the grade in terms of how good the food can be. So it's really good. So that's how I did it. I'll go outside later and show you the ash pan and how much coal burned down once the grill cools off. And but in the meantime, you can see how easily this stuff falls off the carcass. Whereas if I cooked it at a higher temperature, I'd actually have to give it more of an effort to pull. Here, I can just use 1 fork. Look at that; it just comes right off, and I don't even have to use 2 forks. And this doesn't happen if I cook at a higher temp than what I did. So this is why I'm an advocate of lower and slower, if you have time. So I'll get back to showing you the ashes later and how much coal that was used. Okay, it's been a few hours since I cooled this thing off. I've been taking the top grate off already, along with the little pan full of drippings. And you can see here, there's a lot of ash in there, but not a lot. I mean, I really have enough there for a couple grilling sessions, or another base mound for my next smoking outing. I just add some more wood chips and some more burnt charcoal. But you can see it's actually pretty efficient. And so, yep, that's my story. I want to try some of that pork now.